And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Sorber in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, in the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Harper is out there with MP. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And do you figure, Tim, we're at that point in the season now where we can really evaluate who the top teams are?
Well, Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. There are a handful of teams we knew coming into the season would be at the top. But now, as you look, there are additional teams starting to open our eyes, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with the trade deadline to see who can make a move to close that gap at the top.
And one of the beauties of an 82-game schedule, right? You have a long time to prove yourself.
No doubt about it. There are phases to an NBA season. We're about to enter the most important one.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
And playing through that contact, SGA so tough in the paint.
Wallace against Harper. MP left side. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, it's early on in this one. Only one basket to speak of. There is time to start working together.
High release, solid form, and nothing to complain about with Wemby's three-point shot.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And finished off by Williams.
Jalen Williams, that time showing you that explosive athleticism.
MP passes to Wembanyama. Back to MP. Fires from the corner. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Under trailing by 3. Pass to Holmgren. And here is Wallace. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA left no doubt on that one. Throws it down.
Wallace.
Spurs have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. On the wing, MP. Another miss by MP. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Here's MP. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Holmgren with the steal. And now, in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Pass to Holmgren. Another shot. Here's Sorber. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Now, Sohan. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Williams. They lead by 1. Wallace's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
MP with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. SGA with the steal. Wallace outside. Here's Sorber. A three-pointer, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. MP left side. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Sorber. And he dunks it down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking. You take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looked.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, SGA, and the jumper falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 10. And again, San Antonio turns it over. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, San Antonio, they're 6th in the conference.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And here is Dort, following the 3 moments ago from MP. SGA kicks to Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Wembanyama looking it over. Here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And good that time. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Oklahoma City's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
And Shea has the ability to break down any defense on any given possession, and you're seeing that again tonight.
MP passes to Harper. Here's Wembanyama. Kicks it out to MP. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. MP's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Thunder shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Gilgeous-Alexander. And yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
And so, MV will bring it up for San Antonio. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Well, there's no hiding the fact they didn't play their best. They had a couple of runs, but they just couldn't really string anything together consistently.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to MP. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Here's Sorber. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
On the wing, MP. That 3 off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls. He's got 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Oklahoma City's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Sorber, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
And the basket by MP.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 18 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give... Here's MP. He's got 16. Sohan with the screen. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from MP.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Castle is in at shooting guard with Johnson at the small forward. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And it's MP in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, MP. After the missed three from Chet Holmgren. Wembanyama outside. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, fresh from a win against Portland.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Yeah, that's the kind of performance you're going to try to build on. Now they have to find a way to replicate that success.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He picked up 54 points, and he didn't need a ton of extra possessions to get to that total. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Now, here's MP. He's got 20.
Long, 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Wallace, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. In the corner, it's Hamilton. The Thunder with another miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's MP. And the dunk by Sohan.
Quick lift off the floor there. Jeremy Sohan.
The Thunder leading by 4. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. It's stolen by Kuminga. Outside Williams. Fires the three. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 4. Sohan with the screen. The drive by MP. And the dunk by Sohan.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Williams. A 29-point game for him in the win against Portland.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Now, MP. After the missed three from Chet Holmgren. Wembanyama, a screen. And the height of Wembanyama on the line. Wow!
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Williams. Wallace outside. Pass to Dort. And here is Williams. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
MP looking it over. Here's Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Holmgren.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Oklahoma City, Hamilton comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dort. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. Victor Wembanyama, 3rd.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Here's Kuminga, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And checking out some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Thunder trailing by 3. And here is Wallace. Wallace a screen. SGA feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And that's Shai's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for San Antonio.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 20.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Oklahoma City trailing. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Harper. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wembanyama with the jam. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Hamilton kicks to Wallace. Pass to Kuminga. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's the break. Wembanyama, a screen on Kuminga. And that one's good, MP. MP's got 25 points.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Williams passes to Kuminga. From outside, off the mark. Spurs leading by 3. To the paint. It's stolen by Kuminga. Pass to Wallace. Now SGA. Corner shot. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 25. And so MP will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Thunder trailing by 3. SGA passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's SGA. He's got 25. Lets the 3 fly. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's MP. .122 left now here in the second. Makes it off the glass. MP's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Wembanyama passes to Harper. On the wing, MP. Wembanyama on the follow.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. NP passes to Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Drains it from beyond the arc. And that's now 6 points for Wallace. MP passes to Wembanyama. Wallace against Harper. Back to MP. 3-pointer nailed from 3-point land. MP's got 34 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Trying to replace Giannis, you can't talk about next man up. It's next men up, plural. The whole team has to pitch in.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And that concludes halftime. Now time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Thunder trailing by 4. So the Thunder 5 right now. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Jalen Williams is out there with Holmgren. And it's Sorber in at the center position.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Sorber's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wallace. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. San Antonio's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Then you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
Thunder trailing by 5. Outside Williams to the middle. Here's Sorber. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both shots good from the stripe. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. The Spurs have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. Free throw good, MP. Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Sorber. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Wembanyama passes to MP. Harper kicks to MP. The 3. Some solid defense there from SGA.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Williams gets the bucket.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Now, here's Harper. Scoreless thus far. MP right side. Shot clock at 6. And here's Harper from the arc. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
That one drops for him.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Wembanyama, a screen. Out to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Sorber with the rebound. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Crafty move. He gets it in there. Now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
MP passes to Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, nice drive right there. Williams, a really well-rounded offensive player.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Sohan. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from MP. Thunder have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Now here's Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, SGA. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
I just like how aggressive SGA is. It's why he's able to draw these kinds of fouls.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you guys.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Wembanyama outside. Castle finds MP. And it's Vassell in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Sorber. Here's Wallace. His three-pointer's off the mark. And San Antonio shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 44.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Holmgren with a screen on Vassell. Williams kicks to SGA. Crosses over. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Wembanyama, a screen on SGA. Wembanyama outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea hits from outside.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Johnson sets the screen for MP. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Williams for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Keeps it alive. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 11 over MP, and there's another one for the Thunder.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
It's stolen by Dort. Outside, SGA. Dort with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points. He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Back to SGA. He's feeling it. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Spurs trail by 16. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball.
San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Jack. Johnson comes in for Bryant. Vassell, he's checked in for Grayson. Good, that's another bucket.
Only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Back to MP. It's taken away by Wallace. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Williams against Wembanyama. Williams dishes to Wallace. Pass to Sorber. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Williams.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
MP passes to Wembanyama. Back to MP. San Antonio again turning it over.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Back to MP. They need this. The shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 11 points for Wallace.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Here's MP. Johnson with a screen on SGA. MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Wembanyama, a screen. The drive by MP. And he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 52 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Pass to Sorber. Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again. Sorber, no good.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Here's Wembanyama. And here's MP for 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And, yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And it's Wallace penetrating from the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
MP passes to Vassell. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Castle. Nice defense from Wallace. The Thunder leading by 22. Pass to SGA. Dort with a screen for SGA. And he finishes nicely on the layup. SGA's got 55.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Vassell against Dort. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Vassell.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Johnson. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Williams has checked in. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
And an outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
On the wing, MP. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got the glass covered, and good! He hits it again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
Thunder foul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.